Alright, what's up yins guys? I'm going to do another narrated video here, and this is going to be about why doing my Clubbell techniques with wider objects is also good. There's an advantage to it. This item I actually found. Somebody was throwing it away. I don't know what they were doing, making a fence post or what, but they poured cement in it, and I just took it. But if you get any kind of item, even a steel pipe that's hollow, because if you get a pipe that as wide as what you see here, it's not filled with anything, that's going to be pretty heavy without even being filled with anything. But exercising in this manner with a wider object, a thicker object, is very advantageous because you're working a lot more on the forearm and the whole way the fingers are being spread out, and you're working more tendons and muscle groups in that forearm. And another subject I wanted to bring up too, I don't think it's a big enough subject to make an entire video of alone by itself, but I'm going to talk about the importance of well, I was thinking about making a video about it, the importance of reasons why, whether you put videos on YouTube or not, why you should record yourself. I'm going to talk about that for a second, because it's to prove my point here, you know, why I'm using this wider object. And unlike my other exercises, when I turn around you can see how it's not just working the forearm. If you do an exercise in this manner, and a couple of the other ways you're going to see here too, unlike a mirror, when you're working out in a mirror you can see everything, but unless you have a mirror in front of you and behind you so that you can see what the muscle groups are doing behind you, like through that mirror, and you're able to see in a mirror like the back of you in some gym like that or whatever. But when you record yourself in a video, you can play it back to see what you can be doing better, and you can see right here, even if you don't put a video like this on YouTube, you can play it back and see what's going on in the tricep here and the shoulder right now, like what I'm doing right now. And you can't see that in the mirror, like I was saying, unless you have a mirror that you're looking at, and when you're looking at that mirror there's a mirror behind you in the other wall, and you can see the back of you and the front of you if you're standing in a certain position. But still, you can't see everything as good as when you're recording in a video. So the reason recording yourself is a good thing, so you can play back and see what you're doing, and seeing which exercises are worthwhile and see what you can do better. And so whether or not you post it on YouTube, just to see what you can do better is a good thing. But I still wanted to encourage people to do whatever on YouTube. Don't think you're too ugly, you're too fat, you're too this or too that. Because I know there's a lot of hot-looking chicks that do different kind of exercises on YouTube. And there's maybe a lot of other women or even certain guys that don't want to go on there. But you have a right to be on there just like anybody else. And I don't think you got to be good-looking or any kind of thing. I think what YouTube needs is I think while I was making that video I blew a little bit of a fart there, but okay, as I was saying, I think YouTube does need a little bit more we're a different kind of people that trolls and people will say like you're too ugly, you're too this or you're too that to be on YouTube. The underdogs to be able to overcome, that's what I'm all about, so it don't matter who you are, different innovative techniques that are working. And what you were just seeing right there when I was pulling the object up over my head is, unlike using triceps machines and different things where you just pull the arm down with cables, you go like this, like I'm doing here, and it works the tricep. It's damn near almost the same like some cable pull machines or triceps machines are doing, but you're working the forearm too. and it also resembles wielding a sword and different martial arts weapons, which some of this exercise was actually originally for, but I'm doing expanded versions of that. But you don't just do that, you just can pull the object right up over your head too, which I encourage, instead of just doing barbell lifting over your head. I think we're not meant to just do heavy squats on our shoulder or bench pressing or just lifting over our head. We're meant in life, a lot of times we're not just lifting objects over our head. If you have a wielded weapon, you're like a short sword or long sword or a pole arm, longer battle axe or staff, something heavier than the actual weapon or whatever, or whether you're doing some kind of fencing, for fun or whatever. But when you pull it up over your head, like you're drawing a sword, like you're about to see again when I'm changed to this arm after I'm done here, that after I do my thing here, when you start, okay, and you pull it up around like that, like I'm doing, it's working a tricep, but right when you see again, like I was just doing before, and you're going to see again here, pulling it up over your head in a way like so you're working the tricep, pulling up above, like you're going to see in just about a second here when so you don't just do this, you're doing a variety of other ways over your head, which should be encouraged. And that's like a really good thing. Gives you a lot of advantages, unlike just lifting real heavy objects over your head or these heavy barbell presses over your head like everybody else is doing. You're actually training to wield heavy objects, whether it's tools, weapons for self-defense, or for medieval martial arts, that are for fun, and but yet discreetly laundered version of self-defense things too. If you want to use a medieval art kind of like as a way, not so much like you're laundering violence or whatever, that maybe you want to be more modest about your self-defense or martial arts, so you use a medieval type of thing, or call it fantasy, just to be more modest, not to launder violence, to maybe just be more modest and not brag about yourself like you're some kind of martial arts expert or something, because that's not what I'm about here either. This is for the first thing, to build muscles, the first thing. But yes, it's like influenced by many martial arts Clubbell techniques. But yeah, here's the exercise like I'm showing you, pulling up like this for the tricep too. This is very good for you, like if you're a skinny or a taller, slender person, and if you do all kind of bench pressing, right, and curling, and your arms look this way in a mirror real good. But if you're one of them skinnier people, when you raise your hands straight in the air, your arms look skinny. They look kind of big if you've been bench pressing and doing a lot of curling when your arms are hanging down and flexing them. But if you were like me, like in the past when I was younger, you can look like this. But then when you raise your arms in the air, this exercise will make your arms look better even when you raise them in the air. You will have guaranteed results. And to get best results with this, you just leave the arm like down like you're doing a stranglehold, but don't stop there. Let it hang and stretch that tricep and relax the back. Matter of fact, I have nicknamed this the stranglehold exercise and wanted to use the Ted Nugent song as the theme song, if YouTube doesn't stop me from doing it. But I might just, I'm not sure if I'll just name that. I might do a video like this and name it that and try to use the song and see if YouTube lets me do it, But anyway, that's how you do it. And yeah, I recommend holding a heavy object in the other arm to balance it out. That's the best. That's what I forgot to say in the video, but I think you get the idea. highly recommend it. It's a really good thing.